Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm doing the zodiac reading for Scorpio. For those of you who are new here, visiting my channel for the first time, welcome. If you are returning, welcome back. I am a no tools medium, so I channel a lot of my message. I connect with spirit guides, angels, and energy. So I read your energy, I channel, I am given impressions into your situation, and spirit knows the collective that is going to be led to watch my videos, that needs to receive this message. It is my purpose to help you, to help the collective in understanding self, in your journey deeper into yourself, and your journey in love. I'm focusing on love for this reading. Love is always related to the relationship with yourself, regardless of how we experience it outside of ourselves. Okay, so that is the focus of the reading. But Spirit knows what you need to hear, and sometimes other messages come through, and I will share with you as I am given the messages to share. Everything that I say is part of your message. I'm constantly channeling. Even when it seems as though I'm sharing a personal opinion, I'm not. I have no bias or judgment into your situation. Spirit knows who is going to come to watch this channel, watch this video. You will be led here and guided according to where you are in your life. Okay, so please bear in mind that it is a general reading, and that you are going to have to rely on your own intuition as to whether or not this is your story. Take a few minutes, center yourself, take a few breaths, and allow yourself to settle into your intuition. Ask your guides and keepers to guide you throughout this message. Keep an open mind and open your heart chakra so that you are able to know and to understand and to receive messages that are meant for you. What does not resonate is not for you, it is for someone else. So don't take it. If it doesn't fit, don't try and force it. Okay? For those of you who have contacted me for personal readings, liked, comment, subscribed, I would like to thank you. I really appreciate the energy exchange, and I'm enjoying growing this community. Okay, for those of you that are new, if you do find that this video resonates with you, you enjoy it, and you enjoy my energy, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up and comment. Let me know how it resonates with you. Okay, so I'm going to get right into it. I've already blessed the space, and I've done a pre-shuffle, but I'm just going to do another little bit over here for Scorpio. We are looking into Scorpio's love life. Thank you, Spirit. My guides and keepers, thank you so much for helping me to do what it is that I do and to share these beautiful messages with the collective. Okay, so Scorpio, let's see what is happening for you in the month of May. Okay, so you have had to, it's not recent. For many of you watching this video, the person that you have in mind, you've had to act and show up in your connection or in your relationship very much mind over the heart. You had to be very, very strong, and you had to be very, very clear in your thinking. You had to be concise, and for many of you, you had to distance yourself from this person. You had to sort of detach. Some of you have had to end things. You didn't have a choice. It was your choice, but your person sort of forced your hand a little bit. And the reason why I'm saying that is because I can see that you still carry this person in your heart chakra a lot. On the outside and to the world, And to them, very possibly, it seems as though you don't care. It seems as though life has moved on for you. You made your decision. You were not willing to put up with nonsense. You set boundaries. You made promises to yourself, and you had to keep those promises. And that caused you a lot of pain because you had to cut someone out here that you love very much. But you did the right thing. You had to do this. It is very important, no matter what the situation is, to always keep your promises to yourself and to always put your relationship with yourself at the forefront. And that is what I'm seeing you did here. However, your person didn't see it this way. They experienced it to be, they have a different perception or a different perspective over why you did this. In that moment and in that time when it was happening, they experienced it to be cold, detached. They told themselves, the only reason why you could behave that way or do what you did is because you didn't really care about them. And they needed to tell themselves that, because they were not willing to acknowledge the fact that you were showing up as a queen. You were showing up as someone that was in control of your life, you level-headed, knowing what you want, moving in the direction of your desires, clarity, clear, concise. And they were showing up as immature in their energy, immature in their thinking, not doing what they needed to do to honor themselves. And so you had to do what you needed to do to honor yourself. And the easy thing for them to do was to see what they wanted to see in the situation. Tell themselves that you were just being stubborn, you like to have things your way, and because you couldn't control things, you made this decision. You were very disappointed because your person showed you and showed up in your energy that they knew what they wanted, that they had the ability to make the decisions that they needed to make to support what it is that they wanted. They showed up as clear, confident, fun-loving, charismatic. You really enjoyed their energy when they were around you, and they really made a huge effort to show you this, that they were coming into their strength, that they were self-assured, that they knew who they were and what they want. But the truth is, deep down, they were not. Deep down and on the inside, you were dealing with a immature, emotionally underdeveloped little girl or boy. This person could also have been, their energy could have been, they could have been juggling their energy, wanting to show up as confident, having their ego fed by keeping all these attachments, maintaining friendships that were sometimes inappropriate perhaps, holding on to relationships that they should have let go of, and saying and telling themselves, we'll be friends. And you know, this person was very dependent on having their ego boosted and feeding off of other people's energy. So the way that they showed up for you and showed themselves to you, this person could have been wearing a mask, showed themselves to you in the way they wanted you to see them. But that was not who they were on the inside. They were also wanting to show you and show up, you know, to you in the way that they knew, that they know they're supposed to be. This is who they would be if they were, if they allowed themselves to develop. But Spirit is saying to me that you need to allow yourself to step out of the situation and look at it from an outside perspective. Look at the picture. Someone who is discovering that they their entire, their sense of self, their lives have just been a big joke. They've been masquerading and pretending, and now and after many years where they should have developed, they're only an infant in their lives, an infant spiritually, an infant emotionally and psychologically. They're only starting to awaken, and their growth is only really beginning. And then they meet someone that seems to have it all together, someone that's done the work, someone that seems to be miles, thousands and thousands of miles ahead of them, and they are wanting this person to see them as an equal. What is the natural thing for them to do? To put the mask back on, to pretend, to fake it until they make it. And I really can't stand that term, because there is nothing worse than faking something. It is such a dishonor of yourself, and it is such a dishonor of somebody else. But that is what happened here. Okay, so this person has been spending a lot of time. Most of you have cut this person off, or they caused a rift. But things have not been the way that they initially were in your connection or in your relationship. Most of you have ended it. Either have blocked them, cut them off, or they've done it to you, and you basically called that energy into your life because you were not standing for certain things, and you made it difficult for them to be in your space or in your energy. So they decided to feel powerful, or to feel that they've got some sort of a false sense of control. They will take the action. I'll cut her off because I know she's going to block me. I'm going to ghost her because I know she's had enough of me. She's not going to take any more of my nonsense. Because there was no beating around the bush with you, Scorpio. Now, the roles can be reversed here. I'm hoping that for most, I try not to explain too many things or to have too long an intro. I believe that my collective will be spiritually aware and will understand tarot in a sense, that you should have watched or would have watched tarot many times before to understand that sometimes the roles are reversed. So you need to allow this story, you need to make it fit the way that it resonates, okay? But don't try and switch it don't try and force it. Because I get a very clear message most of the time. And for most of you, I am giving it to you the way that it is. I'm referring to you, and I can tell you who your person is. But in this case, Scorpio, if you are the masculine here watching this video, it is very possible that the roles can be reversed, because I am referring to the feminine collective when I'm directing this message, but I'm speaking to both masculine and feminine. I'm just saying that for the masculines watching, you can switch it. It's very possible that you are the gentleman here, or the masculine, whether you're a man or a woman, that felt the need because you were overwhelmed to suddenly put this mask back on, and you didn't think you were going to keep it on for long. You thought you'll just do it here and there, but you'll still be true and you'll still be vulnerable, and before you knew it, it was too difficult for you to just be yourself. Because with your mask being on, this feminine, and if you are the feminine, you started to notice that you don't suffer fools. You knew, you could see when your person was putting their mask on and not, and then you started to doubt them in general, because now they highlighted an air of dishonesty, an air of omitting certain things, an air of not being completely honest. This masculine has been wanting to come back into your life. This masculine initially thought it would happen gradually. This masculine initially told themselves they don't care. It's not what they want. This has just been nonsense. You are not who they thought you were. Isn't that interesting? Isn't that interesting? They wear the mask, and then they tell themselves, you are not who they thought you were. They project all of that onto you. And then they'd have moments where they'd fantasize about something happening. So you know these daydreams that one would have, they would sit and they'd find themselves daydreaming that they'd walk into you somewhere, or they'd see you at friends, and you would just be okay all of a sudden, and you guys would strike up a conversation, or something would happen, and you would ask for their help with something like that. You know, they'd have these daydreams, hoping that and believing that at some point you guys would reunite, but they're starting to become very, very aware that Spirit is saying to me, for many of you, this has been, you've been separated for 6 months. I'm doing this reading in May. So this happened in December for many of you. They're doing the math and they're starting to realize that maybe that path that they thought would lead back to you has been covered by now. Snow covered. Maybe it's not there anymore. Someone, Spirit is saying to me that for some reason they think you've met somebody else. I don't know if someone's told them that. I don't know if somebody has told them that just to be vindictive. But Spirit is saying to me, either they've been watching your social media, or they've been speaking to someone, or they've been listening. Not wanting to show that they're interested, but they've been listening to conversations and they got the impression that there's somebody else. Could also just be that they know that you're attractive and they know that you're a catch. They don't expect you to be waiting around or being single for too much longer. This person believes, deep down they believe that you are their match. You've been focusing on elevating yourself from this situation. You've been focusing on doing your work. For this collective Scorpio, many of you are teachers, healers, you know. That's where you've poured your energy. In your heart space, you still carry this person. And your person is hoping that they would be able to get to a point where they can come in with a brand new offer, and one that you deserve, and one that you would actually listen to. But the problem is, I don't know if they've actually been doing the work. The only thing that I know is that they sit and they daydream, find themselves daydreaming about this, and then they sort of cut it off. They do want to come in with new communication. They find themselves thinking of what they would say, but really, I don't know if they have the right energy and the confidence enough to actually come and say what it is that they sometimes think about saying. But they're hoping that they can come in with a new offer, and they're also hoping that someone else hasn't already beat them to it, and you're hoping that they do too. What is taking place here is that there is this major distance between the two of you, and even if it's not physical distance, where once you felt like distance couldn't keep you apart, you were so connected, that disconnect has just grown and grown over time. You're aware of it and your person is aware of it. And what I'm seeing for the two of you is that there are cycles that are closing here. And that gap in terms of energy is going to start to close in. Where it felt as though it's you drifting further apart. With the closing of cycles that are taking place, it is happening within you, in your psyche, and in the way that you are growing and expanding spiritually, in your understanding of yourself and of love and of many, many things. You've learned many lessons, and it's happening for your person physically as well. There are cycles that are closing for them, whether they wanted it or not. You know, whether they wanted it, they just didn't have the guts to close it themselves. They were too filled with fear. Like I say, too emotionally immature. This person's focus, you came into their life, into your person's life, and where they were in terms of their energies, they were still trying to close out and to cut out and to heal and from childhood stuff here. They bit off a bit more than they could handle. They weren't expecting you. But this is a very, very deep connection. And even though it seems like emotionally the two of you have just drifted so far apart that you're not even sure if any of what you felt was even, if any of it was even real. You know that it was real. Okay, let's see. Let's see what else is going on here for Scorpio. Thank you, Spirit. Give me something on this. Clouds are just wanting to jump out. Okay. So, your person has been forced to do their work. What this means is that they still have the habit of sometimes trying to distract themselves, but something has happened, and that passion that they have for you has been ignited once again. It's never gone out completely, but it was dimmed to a sense of ignorance that they needed to have, and it's started to become more and more prominent for them. They feel you more of late. They really, really, really want to come in. They want to come in. They want to see where you're at. They want to talk to you. They want to. But this person of yours is still very, very nervous. They're afraid. They know that you don't take nonsense. They know that you don't have time for rubbish, and they feel very, very vulnerable. They feel particularly sensitive and vulnerable to the way that you respond to them, and they just worry that if you don't respond in the way that they're too attached to how you're going to respond. That's what's stopping this person. What you need to know is that despite what's happened to you in this dynamic, and you were hurt very, very deeply, you were treated very unjustly. And there was betrayal. And in hindsight now, for many of you, you realize that the betrayal was not only from your person, but it was from friends, it was from other people that knew certain things or that used certain things to sort of mislead the situation. What you need to know and understand is that everything has come into complete balance for you. You don't have to worry about anything in your life as you move forward. Anything that is present, that comes, moves into your energy or out. And even if this person makes the decision to come forward, they will not come unless they're in the right energy. It is only justice that is coming into your space. things have been set right. And in many, many regards, where you've experienced betrayal. This sounds horrible when one says this justice has been served, as if you wish harm upon other people, but that's not the case. Here's the thing. You know, if you are not where you're supposed to be on your path, if you are doing things to dishonor yourself, dishonor your values, dishonor what you know is right because you're trying to get things easy, or you're trying a quick fix, or because you're being a coward, whatever it may be. None of us are perfect. You know that you are going to find yourself sitting in a place where you come face to face with, I knew I wasn't doing the right thing. And I don't know why I thought that I was going to have a positive outcome with not doing the right thing. That's what justice is. Justice just helps us to realign. It helps us to just step back onto the path the way we're supposed to. It helps us to connect with and to remember, next time I need to trust my inner compass. Next time I need to trust my intuition. Next time I need to listen when my heart says, I don't think we should do this. That's what it is. It helps us to recheck, to reaffirm our inner moral compass. And that's what's happened here. This person wants to come in and they want to give you what you deserve. They want a balanced, healthy, they want to be honest, they want to be truthful. They regret the way that they treated you. But what they are doing is they keep doubting themselves. So they're juggling. They're still going back and forth with, should I not? But can I promise this? You know, this is what my person deserves. This, I shouldn't have done that. I want to make things right. But perhaps that's just who I am. Do I step forward and will it, you know, am I doing it for the right reasons, or am I just being selfish again because my life's been miserable without this person? Should I just let them be? Because I want to be this person. I want to be this stable person for them, but I don't know if I am. I don't know when I'm going to get there. I don't know. There's a lot of self-doubt. What your person cannot deny is that you are part of them. When they experience certain things, you are the first person that comes to mind. When they search for certain things in the world, it's as if they're searching for aspects of you. This person knows that this is a very, very powerful connection. They know that the two of you are meant to come back, are meant to draw back together, but it's as if they, like I say, there's this clarity that comes and then there's this doubt. There's this clarity that comes and then there's this doubt. This person thinks that you didn't really see them. They think that you, when you looked at them, you saw what you want in someone and you didn't see the real them. And that's why they're afraid to step forward and to be truly and authentically themselves. They know they can't step forward unless they're going to be true and authentically themselves. But they're afraid because they feel like it's only going to reaffirm that they are not what you thought, and what is the point of that? you want something better than who they are. This person also thinks that when they, like I say, they're cycling from clarity to doubt, and when they're in those moments of doubt in their minds, this person knows that you are very, very intuitive, you are very, very powerful. You have you This person sees you as someone that knows how to get what you want, and this person, because they can't detach from you, they sometimes wonder if you haven't bewitched them, if you haven't put a spell on them, because they don't understand why, despite all their efforts, they don't understand. This is a different kind of connection for them. This is unlike anything they've ever experienced. They are in their heads. They analyze this so much. They've torn themselves to pieces and to shreds trying to figure out what this is, because they just can't. They just can't figure it out. It seems unnatural to them because it is. It's a 5D connection. It's a deeply spiritual connection. They're trying to fit it into 3D, into, what they've experienced before. They've never experienced anything like this. Not in this lifetime. That's why they think that you must have done something to them. They even go so far to tell themselves, I don't think I'm in love with her. But what is this? Feels like an obsession. I don't think I'm in love with him. But what is this? It feels like an obsession. I don't think that this would be the person I would pick out of a lineup of people. This person challenges me and yet excites me. So I don't know what is going on here. What is real and what is not, because there's vast contrasts in this connection that I experienced. This person sometimes thinks that you're a witch and you've bewitched them. Oh dear. But you know what you are? You are this person's wish fulfillment. You have brought healing into this person's life. Wow. You blew their world. You blew their world out of the ground. I'm surprised that the tower hasn't come out yet. You blew their world out of the ground. This person that you're dealing with, your person could very well have codependent tendencies and could have addictions. Addiction to love, addiction to sex, addiction to... could be you or your person. Remember, now I said you can reverse the roles. I'm surprised that the tower hasn't come out yet. It is like this person experienced a few different kinds of awakenings, transformations, death, rebirth cycles. It's like they were all compounded one on top of the other, and this person, your person's head was spinning. They don't know. All they know is that they don't see the world the same. They don't see themselves the same. They don't feel the same. Every day that they wake, they don't feel the same in their bodies. Even when they are stubborn and when they are insecure and twisted, they come across as confident, but inside they're tearing themselves to pieces because they're so insecure. They don't wake up on every next day they wake up feeling as though they've shed something. That's what I'm saying. For this collective, most of you, there are many of you here. You could have, even if your sun sign is not Scorpio, it could be your moon sign. It could be somewhere in your chart, or you could predominantly have a lot of Scorpio. But um, I'm speaking to a gifted woman and a gifted man, a gifted divine counterpart here. Your ability to heal is huge. And if this is not you, then this is your person. You will know how it fits. I'm saying that this person wakes up feeling, when they look in the mirror, they look to see who's there, because they on every day that comes, every new day that comes, they recognize something's different. I don't feel the same in my body. I don't, certain things happen, and normally I would respond in that way, or I would see it in that way. This was different. I'm seeing things differently. I'm speaking differently. I'm feeling differently. They speak. This person speaks, and when they listen to what they're saying to other people, they hear you. This person knows that you are gifted. This person knows that you are powerful. This person fears your ability. And they have moments when they think it's distorted, and they think that you might have bewitched them, only because they're mirroring, they're projecting, and they're identifying with their own inner distortion. This person knows. Look at that. I've got the Six of Cups. I don't know if you can see that. Oh, that light is in the way, sorry. I've got the Six of Cups and I've got the Lovers right next to each other, side by side. So much time has passed, and yet really it's not that much time. If this is your twin flame, then, and my prediction is correct, and Spirit is saying 6 months, approximately 6 months, there's a 6, then it's not a long time for separation. However, it feels very, very, very long when it's this kind of connection. This is a twin flame. For many of you, this is a twin flame counterpart. Choosing you and loving you is intertwined with your person loving themselves, choosing themselves. The more they reject you, the more they doubt you, the more it's only about their relationship with themselves, because they doubt themselves, because they reject themselves, because they betray themselves, because they break their promises to themselves. That flows into your connection. This person's intention was never to hurt you. This person has deep, deep emotion for you. They've probably not told you that. That's why I have the Moon card here. They've probably, there's a lot that they've seen about you. There's a lot that they've recognized. And they also wonder if that's real, because the way you show up is, what they've seen in you is magnificent. And they want to believe that that's real. They're almost afraid that it's just another delusion. So much time has passed that you wonder if maybe you were imagining yourself with this connection. They really wonder if they were imagining themselves, because they have a tendency to be delusional, and they have a tendency to wear masks, so they expect other people to do the same. They have a tendency to be more comfortable in delusion. That's why I picked up the codependence and the addiction, the obsession with seeing things the way that they want, and with having things the way that they want, and despite the pain that it's caused them. Some of you could have strong fire in your chart. This person knows that you are a powerhouse. This person sees you and this person watches you, and they know that you are doing well despite what you've experienced. They, on the other hand, are not doing so well, but they are eager to get there still. They haven't given up on that. And as I say, you've brought so much healing into their lives. You've activated so much healing, and it's not stopped. It's kept flowing in, spiraling into their experience, spiraling into their lives. Thank you, Spirit. Tell me what Scorpio's person intends to do here. Or will be led to do and guided to do, because it looks to me like they don't have clear intentions. They don't feel they have the right to set clear, like to want anything. Let me know what Scorpio's person will be led and guided to do. Okay. So there is a third party that is being dealt with. They know that this is something that this is very possibly why you cut them off. Juggling. They're dealing with that at the moment. They're dealing with it. They're either in the process of doing the legal bits of what needs to be done here. With everything that's happened, they've finally been inspired to start to focus on what they need to focus on in this moment in time, and to cut out and to deal with this third party, this other energy that what Spirit is saying to me is that this person acted as though this other person was not a big deal. There's no emotional attachment. I think that the arrangement is purely financial. They didn't see it being an issue because it was just convenient financially, but they realized that, and they knew, but now they're tired of this. They finally understand that you can't get to where you want to be from where you are by staying where you are. You know, you can't create space for new to come into your life by occupying your space with the old. They want to have some sort of information that they can give you. This person wants to speak to you, but they don't want to come and speak to you unless they can come and say to you, there's my documents. The divorce is finalized, or there's my documents. I've contacted the lawyer and it's in the process. It's just a matter of time that it is finalized. They want to come to you with this sort of news because it's very possible that you cut them off because of this. They want to come in and they want to, and they're not going to come to you with news. They're probably going to message you, email, or send you a message via social media, maybe unblock you if that's what needs to happen, or find some kind of way, but they are not even going to have the courage to come and knock on your door because they don't know what your response is going to be. But what they're hoping for is the white picket fence, the big house. The happy family running around. The empire built with you, working with you, doing amazing things with you. That's what this person fantasizes about. And they are hoping that when they can come to you with this news, that there will be an opportunity for new love between the two of you, because I'm sensing that it was a false start for many of you. Yeah, I'm sensing that it was a false start. An opportunity for new love came in between the two of you. You saw things were not going the way that it's supposed to, cut them off. So there was a false start here for most of you. Scorpio, they saw that, and now they are more clear on what they experienced in terms of new love. But there is definitely no contact between the two of you, and even though they can't stand it because they've been trying to ignore it for a while, they cannot stop thinking about you, despite every time something good happens in their lives. They want to tell you, and they can't. Every time something bad happens, they want to tell you, and they can't. And the reason why I am laughing is because this person did this to themselves. This has led them to a place in their life where they finally came to surrender, where they realize, I need to move in this direction. I really am tired of messing things up and making life difficult for myself. I'm going to surrender to source. I'm not even, I'm going to close my eyes. I just need to take a step back and surrender and move in whichever direction sources guides me into. They are eager and ready to cut out what doesn't serve them. Definite codependent relationship with this person, this third party. Financial codependence and so forth. And also maybe just a sense that, okay, they'll always be there. They could very possibly call this person who is legally their partner a friend. Sure. This person has become more and more clear and spent more time with their addictions. Ready to cut that out. Tired of feeling unfulfilled in love and relationships. Realizing that focusing on too many things at one time just creates more of a mess. Focusing on keeping this one happy, maintaining that relationship, maintaining that, welcoming new, doing this all over the show. This is what this person was doing. They were juggling. They were all over the show, distracted. And the good thing is that whatever you guys experienced, you guys have really progressed from that. Emotionally, you don't still carry the emotional impact of it. You've elevated above that, and your person too. This has led this person to understanding the value of self-love and spending time on loving self. And that's what you wanted for them. They do find themselves thinking about the things they said to you and what they've done. And in their lives where they were trying to maintain things and hold on to things, they've had a lot of conflict that automatically arose, which you warned them about. But this person feels so much love for you, and they know you are the only one that has the capacity to hold their heart with the kind of love, focus and care that they desire. This person loves you, and they know that you love them. They know that they came face to face. They were in the presence of real love. and they doubted it. It took them on this path and on this journey. But your person's finally hit rock bottom. They want to tell you about it. But they don't feel they can come in and tell you any of this unless they're telling you the one thing that they believe matters, and that is that their divorce is on the way or finalized. So that is the message here for you, Scorpio. That is what is where your person's at now in May. Their energy is coming through a lot here, so for many of you the roles can be reversed. Thank you, Spirit. Please give me advice for Scorpio for the month of May. For the most part, what I'm seeing is that you must just keep doing what you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing. Cycles are closing. You can see it in your life. You can feel it in your energy. I don't see that things are finished. Yeah, I don't see that this energy is closed out. Give me another one on that. Thank you, Spirit. Advice for Scorpio. So what you need to do is, as I've said, keep allowing for these rebirth processes that you are experiencing at a rapid rate. Keep allowing all this goodness to come into your life and these powerful energy shifting up. Keep doing what you are doing. Keep focusing on your work. And if you need to do courses and you need to delve into a spiritual journey to connect more with your gift and your purpose, do that. What you've been doing is perfectly. It's exactly what you're supposed to be doing. Keep at it, Scorpio. That is your message from Spirit. You have done the right thing about stepping away here, because they would not have been able to close out a lot of the cycles if you hadn't. They would not be able to see you in the light that they do now, even though you guys are not together. And you obviously have free will in how you move forward, but I think that you are absolutely right in leaving it to this person to make the move, for them to be ready and to come forward with a new energy, because it's their responsibility to make right where they have done wrong. So that is your message, Scorpio, for the month of May. That is what Spirit wanted to share with you regarding your person. And if you found that if you enjoyed the message, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up. If it resonates with you, let me know how in the comments section. And if you feel that you would like to get a more personal reading, since this is a general reading and you want a closer look into your situation, you are most welcome to contact me for a personal reading. You will find my email in the description box below. Okay, thank you so much for allowing me to tap into your energy, channel your messages, and to connect with you on this level. I do believe that it serves your greater good, and I hope that it has given you the insight moving forward in this month. Keep doing what you are doing. Keep growing and expanding on your psychic abilities, on your intuition, and connecting with yourself. You absolutely cannot go wrong with that. You've got great things coming into your energy. Okay, so thanks guys. I will see you next time. Love and light.